Hi guys, welcome back again. We are back again. Sorry, this video is coming very late because the network here is very crazy, very terrible. I've been really struggling with the network, and that's why I couldn't post anywhere. I couldn't post anywhere. I couldn't post on my Twitter. Markets have already opened, so definitely this is like I did this Sunday swings. I think what time was the time? I think it's 2 a.m. where I am. I don't know where you're watching this video from, but currently it's 2 a.m. The market's open like 4 hours ago. So okay, we're going to be very quick. We have a lot of pairs. This week has been stressful. Breaking down like coming to the conclusion that these are my pairs for this week is it was very stressful. It took me hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So I'm going to be as quick as possible because I haven't slept. I don't know if you can see my eyes, but I haven't slept well in days. So I'm going to be as quick as possible so I can sleep. And yeah, I think that's that. I was going to hop into it. Let's get right into what we have today. The first pair we have is ADJPY from last week. It hasn't changed because I believe this pair is very nice. I still like this. I like this zone. I don't think I marked up this zone last week. I know some people might wondering why this line is here. I will explain what that line is for. ADJPY daily bullish high and higher low. So looking for a very nice level of support and resistance within this high and higher low to buy. So we have this structure point here, this touch here, 1 2 3 4 5. We have a very nice level of support and resistance. Even if we keep going to the left, we keep on seeing more support and resistance levels on that same zone. So we're waiting for price to have a pullback to that zone. You've noticed we have our alarm set. When we get that pullback, we'll get that pullback into this point, we'll look for our confirmations to buy. And if price is to break through this zone, the line is for I'm not going to flip this zone over. I'm not going to start drawing another zone. The zone will just be flipped. I'll flip the zone over and this will be our new zone. But when as price is doing that, make sure you're looking at your chart so that you can actually see what I am seeing. So I really like ADJPY. It's my number one pair. It was my number one last week, but we didn't get an entry on the pair. So we didn't take any trade on it. I'm definitely waiting for a pullback to continue the trade to the upside. The next pair we have on our list, we have EURUSD. EURUSD, we caught a beautiful week. EURUSD really fucked with us last week. We got worked out on EURUSD last week. I posted it on my Twitter. Don't forget to click the link in the description below to find my Twitter link so that you can get these signals live. Like every fucking week, you drop these signals live. Follow me at FxKenny. If you don't find the link in the description below, which you will find it in the description below. If you don't find the link in the description below, the name is FxKenny to display on the screen. It's a verified account. You'll see it there. Very nice. Okay, this last week you got waked out by not even up to a pip. Not like I don't even know what to call this. Like I don't believe that the market makers are like looking at this dude. They're like, bro, you soon crack this code. So I think they're saying, bro, you have cracked this code, rather. Yeah, that makes more sense. So we got stopped out by not even up to a pip and price crumbled. I know a lot of people that were messaging me telling me that they cut this trade, they cut this trade, they cut this trade. I'm very proud of you guys. You guys are doing well. I love that you guys are learning from this and benefiting from it. That is the whole narrative of the videos. Like if you're not learning from it, what's now the point? So now, we got stopped up by a pip and price kept on going down. I didn't post this last entry because I didn't want to just put it out there because I think I was already very pissed off about this workout and I just took this one personally and I recovered the loss I took here because of the workout. Very annoying. We missed out on a very beautiful 1:3 weeks to reward on EURUSD because of a workout. Very annoying. So this week we're waiting for a pullback to this point, waiting for a pullback to this area of interest. If you go to the daily time frame on EURUSD, you would see that this zone we marked up, we have this level of support, resistance, resistance. If you go to the left, you keep finding more support and resistance levels to the left. So waiting for a very nice pullback. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter so that you can see how I actually do take these trades live because that I predicted a trade here doesn't mean that I will execute that trade. You understand? That I predicted it here doesn't mean that I'll actually take that trade. So now you have to follow me on Twitter so that you actually see how I do follow these trades and how if I do execute these trades live. So, I posted about this last week, and I'm going to post this week's own. So the next one we have NZDJPY. NZDJPY is very, very bullish. I really love NZDJPY. It was from the same pair from last week. Waited for a pullback. Price didn't give us the pullback we wanted and pushed. Still waiting for the same thing this week. The zones from last week have not changed. The zones. Watch last week's video so you can understand this video better. If you watch last week's video, you understand it. Higher high, higher low, area of interest, waiting for pullback to sell. Simple break and retest. So don't forget to watch last week's video so you see how we marked up this area of interest, how we came about it. Don't forget to watch it to the end. Also follow us to the end. Let's see where we are on this charts. We are done with the third pair. The next pair we have is NZDUSD. NZDUSD, I talked about this NZDUSD, one of my very close guys. I told him that he was asking me about NZDUSD. I told him I was interested in selling at this point, which I was interested in selling at this point, but I didn't know that price would do this that last week, so it wasn't on my list. So I didn't take the trade because it wasn't on my list. NZD got to that point and crumbled. And now, what I'm waiting for on NZD I'm waiting for a pullback to this point because we've had this left head right shoulder on the 4-hour time frame. So I'm waiting for a pullback to this point, to the neckline of the head and shoulders on the 4-hour time frame. When we have that pullback, that's when I'll be looking to join this trade. I'm looking to scale into this trade. I really like the way the trade is looking. Mostly because of the left hair right shoulder on the 4-hour time frame. I really love it. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to be looking for a pullback on this trade, and I'm going to look for sales. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter so that you can actually see when I do it. I literally give the signals live. I literally give the signals live. So don't forget to follow me there so that you can see how I do execute these trades live. The next pair we have CAD JPY. Yes. Where are you? Car JPY. Car JPY we're looking to buy. The same thing with all these other with the JPY. I think all the JPYs we have on our list we're looking to buy. We've had this higher low and we've had the higher high. So we're looking for a zone in between this higher low to buy. We picked this zone. I like this zone because we've had the level of resistance, support, like a very nice level of support and resistance to the left. I remember taking a trade here. I think I'll reduce this. Yeah, I remember taking a trade here in January. I think this was January, right? Yeah. Yeah, January. I know what I'm talking about. I remember taking a trade here, but I think I got stopped out. Yeah, but I got wicked out rather. I got wicked out. I remember this trade from January. So I'm going to looking to take a trade here on this zone, looking to buy from this zone. Do we have one psychological level? Nope. Yeah, I think we have around we have one psychological level 1.108 500. We have very nice level psychological level. We're waiting for a pullback to this zone on KJPY to buy. Whew. The next pair we have is USD CHF. This pair has really DD'd us. Like, I think I think I should just add DD to my name, bro, because the fuck. I got DD'd here on USD CHF. I got DD and I got DD'd here again. Like, I get the direction of these markets. Like, 8 over 10 times, bro. Like if you go to my past trades, go to my past threads I drop on Twitter, go to my past videos, you will see that I call these trades like out of 10 trades, I am correct about 8 trades every fucking time about the direction. But either I get wicked out or I get distracted or something. I really need to work on that. I really need to do better. That's what I keep talking about doing better. I really need to improve because I miss a lot of trades, man. On USDCHF, I got wicked out here. I got wicked out here. This was a potential 1 to 4 hour. This was a potential 1 to 4 hour. Again, I've gotten wicked out twice on this same peso. Let's hope we don't get wicked out again, man. Like markets are watching us, bro. Now in this pair we have USDCHF. We have the daily is bullish. Why did I say it's bullish? I'll take this as my lower high. I'll take this as my lower low. Price shifted above this zone. That means price has gone bullish on the daily time frame. And the weekly time frame is looking so messy. To be honest, I don't want to go there, but let's just go there and see. It's looking interesting. I'll say interesting rather. I like this engulfing candlestick to the upside. I like that price can have that weak pullback and have a continuation on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, we also have a kind of double bottom pattern. Those that know chart patterns will see this double bottom pattern here, So I really like the way it's looking. I'm waiting for a pullback to this nice level of support and resistance, support, resistance, support, So if we pull back to this zone, retest of the EMA, retest of the one psychological level, 0.8 thousand, so keep buying. So that's what we're looking for on this pair, basically. The next pair we have on our list it's not tricky. It's a bit tricky, but it's not tricky. I like the way it's looking. AUD card. I think we are interested in this, but I think last week or so we missed some trades on this pair. We missed some trades. I like this one because the daily is bearish, the weekly is bearish, and the 4 hour is bearish. As we talk, I think on our second to last video we talked about this pair, about all the time frames being bearish. So I'm very, very interested in selling AUD card. I really like it. The only catch here is that the only thing that will make me to sell on this AUD card is if price comes under this zone, because I know these trades, we miss these trades. I miss a lot of trades, guys. Like, it's a very, very big problem that I really need to work on. If you have advice for me on how to work on this problem, drop those comments. Tell me what you think. You guys should drop some reviews in the comment section. Even as if you are winning from these trades, don't forget to drop reviews. I'll post on Twitter. Tag me. I will post you. Tag me, I will post. So I really like this AUD card. 4 hour is still bearish. Lower high, lower low. Price hasn't closed above either of these. So price on the 4 hour type is still bearish. Basically just ranging. So the only thing I'm making to sell on the AUD card is if price breaks under this zone. When you see that break under this zone, that will be also price will come under the EMA. That's when you would see the EMA will shift like this, and then maybe use as dynamic resistance to now sell to the downside, basically. So the next pair we have is GBP NZD. GBP NZD is a very tricky one. I'll say it's a very tricky one. It's just on my list. I don't think the trade is going to be ready this week. I don't think, but it's just going to be there. Our eyes are going to be on it. So I'm not sure that I'm going to be looking at it as I'm not going to focus on it, but it's just going to be on my list, so that we can be seeing it, you know. So I'm waiting for a pullback. Basically, it's very, very simple. I'm not going to waste time on a pullback sell. Then that will now give us a potential, as you all know, left head, potential right shoulder to sell. You know the vibe, we know the drill. So the next pair, last pair, is now the pair that is, I don't know why I love counter trend trades. I don't know why. I think I'll stop them because I've noticed that the money I make off of counter trend trades, I end up giving it back to another counter trend trade. So I think I might stop taking counter trend trades. Just this degen spirit in me, but I might end up not even taking this trade because I'm trying to, I'm trying to do better. I can't keep fucking up like this. But regardless, as you all can see, this is a double top on the 4 hour time frame. Double top doesn't really have the amount of touches I like on the 4 hour time frame, but let's see. I like the rejections on the 4 hour time frame too. So waiting for a pullback. You might end up seeing a kind of pullback to this point. Then price will move, but it might be a fake out, might not push back and break under again. It will just depend. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and don't forget to follow me on Twitter so that you can see these trades live, how I do execute these trades. And don't also check the link in the description below to get the link. If you don't have the strength to search it on Twitter, just click the link in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you really like what we did here today. If you liked what we did here today, just leave a W in the chat. If you didn't like what we did here today, just type L in the chat. Type L in the chat in the comments, or if you like what we did here today, just type W in the chat. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys on Twitter because I really need to crash, and I think that's all it pays for this week. Now let's get into the week, guys. See you guys on the next video.